Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you out there, guys. Let's talk about some of the breaking news in crypto, as the price volatility is certainly very, very wild right now, and we see institutions continuing to double and triple down. In fact, we're going to look at some of the venture capital that is creeping into this space today and how we're going from a large amount of folks that people are willing to invest in with a smaller amount of money to a fewer set of firms, crypto firms, that venture capital is willing to invest in with a larger amount of money. What does that mean? We got to discuss it a little bit and also talk about the politics behind crypto and where we're going in the future here with this asset class as a whole. Of course, I want to get through a lot of the price action on the day, some of the breaking news, some of the thoughts that we got going on right now in this space as we're starting off the week, guys. We had a pretty volatile weekend, but I want to tell you guys this. Bitcoin's weekly candle, it closed green. Looks like we got a successful bounce, and we could be headed higher, my friends. And there's some good evidence to show us that, but we must remain cautiously optimistic and prepare for anything that comes next. So we'll dive into all the news in this video, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the stream. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. Shout out to BSS, Marlon, PV, Cheetah. How we doing, guys? Welcome. So I'll go ahead. Let me share the screen. We'll get into some of the big winners, big losers for the day, because there's a lot of both, guys. There is a lot of both. So Bitcoin is right now at $59,000, 271 bucks, which, we're up 8% over the last 7 days, but we are down today. Now, this morning we were lower. We came above 60K, and now we're back down below 59. A lot of volatility in this space. By now, I'm sure you're used to it. Ethereum also had a pretty nice recovery, back up 7.72% over the last 7 days. As well as, the entire crypto market cap. Now, looking at the gainers and losers for the day, there are a couple coins that are going up. I did, I think, our first video on the SUI token, however you guys want to say it. And I talked about the big move that they had over the last 7 days. There was very good reason for this, and another, being large investment coming from big players in the space. I believe it was Grayscale that put a massive investment towards creating a SUI trust, and we're seeing a lot of coins rebound because I think there is increasing optimism. We saw the fear and greed index much lower very recently, and now we're back to neutral. We're coming up. The Bitcoin halving's already occurred. We haven't seen a new high for Bitcoin since that halving. We have not seen a new high for cryptocurrencies overall market cap in this entire bull market. And so as we continue to trade to the side and wait for that parabolic breakout, there's going to be excellent opportunities to buy the dip on a lot of memes when they crash, and then awesome opportunities for some trades on those recoveries if that's what you guys want to do. If you guys want to trade, you can sign up to a awesome exchange, Blowfin, using the link in the comment section down below. No KYC required, free money when you do sign up. I pinned it to the chat for you. Shout out to Sean Armstrong from the UK. How you doing, Sean? Good morning. Now, 1,000 sats. As here's an interesting thing. You'd look at this coin today and you'd say, okay, it's up 49.55%, which is spectacular. You'd look at it up 20% over the last 24 hours. It's at a $600 million market cap. That's impressive. But what we got to remember is this coin was at one point much, much higher. And actually, I ended up taking profit at these highs for this coin. This is a meme coin. It's a BRC20 token meme coin on Bitcoin, and I've been very bullish on developments on top of Bitcoin. How could you not be, in my mind? And so it's good to see this thing recovering a little bit today. But just know we had a big dip, still an accumulation zone for a lot of your favorite altcoins, even the ones that are up today. Now, today, I wouldn't be buying the ones that are up double digits. I'd be looking for some of the bleeders. What are some of the bleeders today? A couple other ones. Cronos is actually down today. Very bullish on Cronos. We've been bullish on this for a while. Solana's at an excellent discount right now as well. So let's get into some of the bigger stories on the day, talk about some breaking crypto news. So first up, here was a headline that I found this morning I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about. So Bitcoin slipped. Why did Bitcoin crash? below 60K. The story always comes back to liquidations, my friends. It is just trading. People are trying to trade these breakouts. They're trying to short Bitcoin to the downside, long it to the upside. And we're seeing more liquidations, than we've seen through this bull market so far, because we're getting closer to that parabolic breakout. People are anticipating that move, and some people are doubting it more so than they have before. If you look at the liquidation heat map, guys, look at this. There is $19.52 billion ready to get short squeezed at a $72,000 Bitcoin. That is $20 billion at one price point. Move the mouse a little bit. 72,314 billion at that level. Move the mouse a little bit, little less, right? But these are the high areas. Here's another area above that level. 13 billion at 72.8. 11 billion at 73. Guys, there's like, literally, if you look up here, this is like $50 billion. I didn't add it all up, but it's about $50 billion. You just eyeball it. Well, what are the liquidations down here? There's still big liquidations to be had down here. 10 billion, all these other things over here. 19 billion, 10 billion down here. And note where this is, guys. This is at, oh, and you can't see it below my head, below my face right there. So let's do this. If you look down here, 19 billion, 12 billion, so another, 20 billion down here. More money up here than down here. Does that mean this money's right because there's more of it? Or does this mean that this money's right? Only time will tell. But what does the news tell us? Because Bitcoin dipped below 59K from liquidations, from fear. But Bitcoin recovered from the dip because the institutional demand continues to increase. Crypto investment products saw $176 million in inflows last week as institutions bought the dip. But that has slowed, according to CoinShares, they're saying here. The point is, though, they bought the dip, and they continue to buy the dip. Despite the current downturn, data from CoinShares suggests that new investors view the price weakness as a buying opportunity. Maybe I misread that earlier because they're saying this is a buying opportunity. That lines up with what I was trying to get into. So digital asset investors, investment products saw inflows totaling 176 million as investors saw recent price weakness as a buying opportunity. Total assets under management of digital investment products has received 85 billion. That's a lot of money, guys. After a correction had previously wiped off over 20 billion. This recovery is primarily due to the rebound in cryptocurrency prices rather than new capital inflows. So we're seeing a lot of investment. When these dips come along, you're seeing smart money, right? We talk about smart money versus dumb money. You watch the smart money to try to see what comes next in the crypto space. Smart money's buying the dip. What are you doing? Again, CNBC is even reporting on this. Bitcoin plunged 28%. Yeah, let's look at the chart for Bitcoin. This is hard to believe, but this is exactly what's going on. Okay, let's just go from July 29th, okay? The weekly candle on July 29th to the low. That's a 30% crash, guys. Bitcoin had a 30% crash in the last 14 days. And we're already halfway back up. This is the volatility that comes with crypto. When you look at these prices and you're wondering, well, why is it doing this right now? Because Bitcoin always does this. There's the secret, guys. Bitcoin always plays these high volatility games, guys. Let's look back over here, right? Think about the time where we saw Bitcoin come from here. Boom. Came down again. 23%. And then it rallied. 28%. And then it crashed again. 25%. And then it rallied again. 23%. We're going to continue to see this, guys, in crypto until we break through our big resistance for Bitcoin at 73K. Well, when is that going to happen? Can that happen? What are the facts showing us? The facts are showing us that there's billions of dollars, about $50 billion, $50 billion that can be short squeezed at these high levels. What do you think happens if those get squeezed? I'll tell you what happens. The price explodes, and we follow the trajectory that we've seen in crypto and Bitcoin for years and years and years. And there's so many different charts to show us, guys, what comes next. Do you believe we can get into this yellow range? $197,000 Bitcoin. Can we get up to the yellow band? In every other bull market, we've gotten up to at least the orange band so far. If we do get up to the orange band, you're looking at a $400,000 Bitcoin. So what does that mean for our altcoins? Well, when Bitcoin goes up, guys, the total market cap will climb, and we'll see our altcoins explode. I know. Crypto Kip, you're a broken record. I'm right. I'm waiting for it. My portfolio is set. I am DCAing. I am holding on. The altcoin boom that everybody wants to happen, we've had little glimmers of it. We've had a little bit of excitement over it, but we have not had that parabolic move yet. Sure, we've had beautiful stretches. From January until March, we saw Bitcoin, well, the overall crypto market, go up 100%. We haven't seen that in a very long time, guys. But when we see a crypto bull market, from the bottom to the top, that's a 27x for the total crypto market, okay? From the bottom to the top, we're only 2.8x into this thing so far. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I'm seeing? Solana, not at the high of this range. Had a beautiful bounce off the bottom of this range. This is a buying opportunity for Solana, guys. This is a buying opportunity for Solana. I'm not going to be surprised to see it blast off through the top of this range and move up to this potentially $350, $330 level. Ethereum. How far did Ethereum come down? These are the daily candles. Ethereum came down 40%. 40%. So far rebounded 26%. There is so many great opportunities for some great trades here, guys. Jasmy's still hanging out at that 2-cent level. Stuck. XRP, lawsuit's over. Getting a bounce. Not quite exploding as people might have predicted. Crocoin, teasing a new weekly candle. We had a very green weekly candle for Crocoin here. And a pretty decent move back to the upside on the weekly candle for Crow versus Bitcoin, signaling that there's a bottom. The bottom has occurred for Crow versus Bitcoin. That's exciting. That's exciting to see. How about Stacks? Stacks, same thing. This coin is at such a huge discount right now. From the highs, guys, this coin is down still 62%. 62% from the highs we set earlier this year. The Nakamoto upgrade is coming later this month. If you're not aware with the Nakamoto upgrade, guys, it is coming in like 10 days, maybe 20 days. And it is bringing DeFi and very fast transactions to Bitcoin. Transactions that are the speed of an Ethereum or Solana. And to bring that to the Bitcoin economy, a $1.2 trillion asset on a coin that only has like a $4 billion market cap right now, this coin's got so much upside. I'm so bullish. It's absolutely... It's so exciting. It's so exciting. I've got a couple other stories to share with you guys as well that I wanted to get through. So looking at this, how are the ETFs doing? Well, Bitcoin's year-to-date net flows hit an all-time high of 19.3 billion. Are you paying attention? Says Bitcoin Magazine. Well, are you? Yes, we see some outflows from Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, 17 billion there. We see 1 billion. What is that? That's like 170 million, I think is what that would be from whatever this one is. But then you see 200 million coming in here, 266 million coming in here. BlackRock, IBIT, $20 billion worth of inflows from BlackRock alone. The most powerful asset manager on planet Earth. Do you think that they're buying because it's going to go down? Or do you think that they know something that we also know that most of the world doesn't know yet? There's only like 6% of Earth that owns Bitcoin still, okay? Got a long way to go. Got a lot of bull market left. And I know there's fear out there, but we got to look to the facts. Here's another interesting take that I want to share with you guys. So crypto startups raised $2.7 billion in Q2. Here's the good news and bad news. Late stage valuations declined by 36% to 40.8 million, reflecting a more cautious approach by investors at later stages of company growth. This is very interesting. And so we're seeing a lot of this money come into crypto startups and less money coming into the newer projects. This is kind of like when a meme coin launches, it explodes in the beginning and then it kind of peters off over time. And sometimes they come back. Institutional money is doing the same thing with some of these L1s and L2s. The increasing deal value, yet lower deal count suggests that deal size increased overall during the quarter. So the deals are getting bigger, but they're looking at less partners, which is very, very interesting. Compared to Q1 of 2024, the shift in investment dynamics is evident. Well, the previous quarter saw a higher volume of deals. The focus in Q2 seems to have shifted toward quality and scale, with larger investments being concentrated in fewer companies. Well, where are they going? Well, here's a couple examples. Infrastructure startups led the way in securing funding, with the largest round going to Monad, a parallelization layer 1 platform, which you may or may not have heard of, which raised $225 million in a Series A round investment. DeFi specific L1 Barachain, which raised $100 million, and Bitcoin restaking platform. There you go. You got some Bitcoin DeFi. Boom, Babylon coming out as well. I see a lot of venture capital coming to Bitcoin DeFi. Money's still coming into this space, guys. People are trying to chalk it up to this or that, but the fact of the matter is billions of dollars are still flowing into this space. And we're going to continue to see that. Now we got Bitcoin miner, Marathon Digital, planning on buying $250 million for more Bitcoin purchases. Do you see the trend? Do you see the trend? And we've seen historically the Democratic Party lean a little bit away from crypto. Let's call the spade, but they are thinking about getting into this. We saw debates happening of whether or not Kamala Harris was or was not going to go to the Bitcoin conference. If she had, that would have been 3 out of 3 of the presidential candidates in this election. 3 out of 3 of the presidential candidates in this election going to a Bitcoin conference. Where do you think crypto is going? They're going to start talking about crypto in a way, some way, similar, probably in a similar way, trying to stay competitive to the Republican Party and what they're doing right now. Obviously, independent Robert F. Kennedy Jr., very pro-crypto, wants us to buy 4 million Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. Donald Trump saying something similar. Kamala Harris probably going to come in and say something to that extent at some point if she wants to get this vote. And again, it looks like they want to get this vote. And so that's the best case scenario for crypto overall, whether you like the left, whether you like the right, whether you want him or her or them or whoever to be elected. You want them all to be pro-crypto because that means that their base is going to be pro-crypto, and then they're probably going to have the itch to buy it. That's coming at some point. They haven't pivoted yet, but you see the conversation continuing to go on. It's probably going to happen, guys. So yes, I could see a $200,000 to $400,000 Bitcoin in this bull cycle. Michael Saylor has a ridiculous prediction of $40 million Bitcoin. Maybe that does happen one day. But I can tell you that I strongly believe we'll see $1 million Bitcoin at some point in the future. I'm just waiting on the day. I'm just waiting on the day for that to happen. Shout out to 360 Odyssey. Hello from Amsterdam. Hello from the USA, my friend. Good to see you. Throw any questions you guys have at me in the chat. Let's look at some charts. Let's hang out for a little bit, see what's going on with Bitcoin. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get a water and throw some questions at me. Boom. Water retrieved. Water retrieved. All right. All right, guys. So let's go down to the 4-hourly candles. Let's break this down a little bit and see what we might be in store for. So here's just out of the gates. These are the things that I look at. Look at what happened when Bitcoin had this big recovery and this big recovery. And even this big recovery back to the highs. What do they have in common? The answer? Couple things. One, they didn't go straight up. And they didn't break to new highs. Two, each one of those moves, each one of these moves saw us test that previous all-time high. We have tested this previous all-time high quite a bit. There is a good chance that we're going to see Bitcoin play a game like this some more. And we might even come back down to this level again. But eventually, this resistance up here, if we're going to break to new highs, it's going to have to be broken. So what I'm looking for right now is potentially a move up to 69K, possibly this week. Possibly this week. Let's look at the monthly candle. Our monthly candle is red. But despite that red, that doesn't mean that we can't have a green monthly candle to follow it. Look at the chop. Green, red, green, red, green, red. Bitcoin is indecisive, but institutional investors are very decisive. They're still buying. I just showed you the evidence. So I'm going to keep an eye out on the 69K level. I think being on the long side of a trade right now is better than being on the short side of a trade right now. If you want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin. Please be careful with your leverage, my friends. At the end of the day, these liquidations, these are the longs that do get liquidated. So you set your stop losses. Don't use too high of leverage. I got some questions in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Alex's Arcade says, did you know the Caspa also follows a power law? What is a power law? In statistics, a power law is a functional relationship between two quantities where a relative change in one quantity results in a relative change in the other quantity, proportional to a power of the change, independent of the initial size of those quantities. That's a lot of lingo right there, let me tell you. Okay, I'm not going to focus in on the power law. I don't know what you quite mean by that. I'm not a scientist or a mathematician. But Caspa can go a lot higher. Caspa can go a lot higher, guys. This range that I had, let's see here how this is doing. This wedge ain't the greatest, so maybe this wedge ain't no good. I'm gonna get rid of it. Though, I'll keep this top band. Just as an idea. Because we're probably going to see some resistance at 21 cents again. But anyway, where can Caspa go? Well, let me ask you this. If the total market cap for crypto comes up to $3 trillion again, or better yet, it goes to, let's just say, $6 trillion. That's over a 2x for the total market cap to $6 trillion. Caspa's easily going to 2x at that point. It's a top project. And likely, it could 10x. Easily 10x. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a $2 or $5 Caspa at some point. Easily, guys. BSS says, what do you think of the price of Stacks and Crow if BTC hits 400K? Well, Crow's probably going to go to that $2 to $5 price prediction that I had. And then Stacks is, I think, going to be really great. And 20 to 50 bucks, you know? 20 to 50 bucks. Why do I say that? Let's just take a peek at Stacks real quick. Stacks right now at $1.41 at a $2 billion market cap. Okay. The Nakamoto upgrade, if that really brings a whole DeFi economy to Bitcoin, it's going to happen through Stacks mostly. There's competitors out there, but Stacks is the biggest by far. It's got the most attention. It's got the highest market cap. It's got the biggest ecosystem. It's got the most venture capital investment. And it's at $2 billion market cap. Dogecoin got to a $100 billion market cap. Dogecoin, it's a meme. Elon Musk tweeted about it. Of course it would. Well, yeah, fine. But Dogecoin doesn't actually bring any real value to the world. Stacks would. Borrowing and lending protocols, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And all the other exciting things that happen in crypto, you can start to do that now because of Stacks. And you can do it with the finality of the Bitcoin network and the security of the Bitcoin network and the transaction speed of something like Solana, essentially. It's going to be a top 10 coin in my opinion. I think Stacks is going to be a top 10 coin. I think, looking at some of the top 10 coins, and what their previous highs were, Dogecoin is an example, $100 billion Dogecoin. Stacks again is currently sitting at a $2 billion market cap. That's a 50x. That's a $75 Stacks. Could that happen? I think it could. But I say 20 to 50. I say 20 to 50 because I'm trying to be relatively conservative. I'm obviously a bull. But I can't be too bullish. Because we got to take profit along the way. Shout out to Emmy.Crow. How you doing? What's the breaking news? Crypto's volatile, my friend. The biggest news on the day is institutions are buying the dip. After a 28% crash, institutional investors are buying the dip. The question is, are you? I am. I'm ready. The other big news on the day is we are seeing possibly the Democrats start to embrace crypto. Getting closer to that potentially. We'll see how that shakes out. And then, of course, Marathon Digital planning on buying $250 million worth of Bitcoin. Again, more Bitcoin. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. This was always coming. We were one of the only channels that was doing the preemptive thing about politics with, and it's not a political channel, but I told you guys crypto is going to get political, whether you like it or not. And I could go back to our old live streams, the first couple live streams that we did, where me and Black Sea were both doing live streams together. We, in almost every single conversation, were saying that it's going to get political. It's already getting political. We saw the little things being done, the levers being pulled here and there. And now look at where we're at. Once politics is involved, it's on the global stage. And global finance is involved. Just like gold. And gold's at a 12 trillion, $13 trillion market cap. Could be higher at this point. It probably is. Probably 15 trillion now. And Bitcoin's probably going to be bigger than that one day. Gonk's been buying the dip since 2021. My guy, I'm ready for you to make some money. We're all ready to make some money in the crypto space. It's coming. It's coming, guys. We just got a DCA. We got a HODL. And I'll see you in the next one. That's all I got today, guys. Until next time, keep coming with the questions, guys. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. That's all I have today. More videos coming out later today. As always, I got an exciting new node sale that we're going to be talking about. I'll be talking about that in my video later today. I've got a specific video coming about some new nodes that we're going to be getting. Nodes I want to make you guys aware of. So stay posted on that. There's a sale coming. I think they're going to sell out fast. Making like $100 or $200 a day right now with the Lumia nodes that we bought. So I'm hyped for those new nodes as well. That's all I got in this one. Till next time, guys. DCI HODL. See you, Jost. Siamanek. I think I said your name right. Appreciate you. Later, guys.